Welcome back. Just want to give you a little bit of an update on the motors. So it looks like Turbo Rustang's motor is not going to be able to be used. It's not the end of the world. Really what I need is the rods and the forged pistons out of this motor. But I was going to use everything because it is a original turbo block and it is a good motor other than the crank. But this was a distributor motor and the Smokies motor is a DIS motor. So this one uses a distributor and that one uses a crank sensor. And once I stripped off the front of the engine, there's no bolt pattern provisioned on the front of this block, even though the blocks are the same. Now, I probably could map it out, drill the holes and tap it, but it needs to be exactly perfect. If you have the gap too big, then the spark isn't going to work. And if you have it too tight, it's going to rub and wreck the sensor. So probably just pull down Smokey's motor, just recheck it, make sure that there's no taper on the cylinders, give it a hone, and then put in Smokey's pistons into that motor, and then we'll get that head done with the camshaft I have from Turbo Rustang among those parts, but I'll show you the difference. So this is the crank sensor and it goes onto the block in those provisions right here. So if you see that there's a pin that locates the sensor here and then two holes, and the timing cover actually is a little bit different. The timing cover would swap, that's no problem. But the problem is there's no provisions on the other block. So there's no holes, there's no pin, there's no holes, nothing. So like I said, I could carefully drill the block, tap the holes and punch in a pin, but if it's not perfect, then stuff isn't gonna work right and we want it to work right. So that being said, we're gonna go back and we're gonna start doing that motor.
This is the worst bearing I've found so far. So basically at this point, we're just trying to strip all the good parts off Turbo Rustang's old motor so we can get ready to put Smokey's motor back on the stand. Once we get Smokey's motor on the stand, then we can strip that motor down, send the head out for repair, or I'll probably just end up doing it myself. And I can mic the cylinders and make sure that everything is going to work. Keira's so intrigued with this lift, she's got to just try. And she's like, Daddy, I can't lift it, it's too hard. It's because it's got weight on the engine stand, so I had to come over and give her a hand, give her a little assistance. Okay, we're gonna get this thing pushed into the corner so we can get this thing stripped down on my next little bit of time.
So here's a little bit of damage on the hood. Hi, Keira. Hey, get your shoes off my hood. That's a pristine hood. It's a fiberglass hood. Le Mans hood I ordered out of the States. It was a lot of money, so I'm not really happy that I wrecked it, but the molding took the grunt of it, so I'm happy about that. And then the first things we're going to be doing with this car is cutting off the traction bars that I built from scratch, which are these guys. And they go back. I'll go from the back side here. So I made these traction bars from scratch, and it still wheel hops like crazy. So I probably don't have the geometry correct. So I ordered those cal-tracs, and so we're gonna get the cal-tracs on. So that'll be in the next video or the next work that gets done on this car, and then we're going to the standalone fuel system with the wideband O2 and gonna be programming this thing from scratch. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.